my stand so high. I'm trying to sit up. Whoa, it's a rolly chair. Okay. No one's here yet? How rude. It's like it's not 4 o'clock in the morning or something. Come on, guys. Come watch me unbox my new toy. Alright, I'm going to get my YouTube set up on my phone so I can reply. I don't know, I guess I can kind of see here. I just broke my stand though, so I can't. Oh my gosh, husband's going to be mad. I broke my tripod trying to squeeze the phone in there. Alright, what am I looking for? Let's see. Ooh, it's hot in here. I'm going to crack a window. Good morning, Ruby. Welcome. Welcome. Make sure you thumbs up if you get it here. I am an early bird, Destiny. I sure am. I've already been up for a couple hours either. Good morning. Good morning / night. Yes, it is night for some. How are you guys doing? Oh, you thought you were, well, welcome to the live chat. Have you ever been in a live chat before? All right, guys, make sure you thumbs up if you're here. Get this video. I'm on my tripod, which is on the thing, so it's kind of high. So I'm on my knees on a computer rolly chair. So if I fall, make sure you laugh at me, okay? Make sure you give me some coffee emojis. Remind me to keep drinking my coffee. What are you guys drinking? You got coffee? You got tea? Just waking up. Yeah, I know. I'm kind of early. That's why I got my my coffee. Dinah made it. Hello, Aunt Dinah. Doing good except for no sleep. Oh, I'm sorry. I went to bed at like 7 o'clock last night and was up at 2. So I just been doing computer work. Took me like an hour and a half to answer comments, you guys. Like, wow. I am so honored that you guys like my videos and you're commenting on them and I have to take so long to reply. I'm okay with that. What a problem to have, right? Oh, thank you. Love yourself. I really appreciate that. Yeah, because we bought this one used. I buy everything used. So, and I usually have to take my phone out of the case to get it to connect. And I was like trying to stretch it so I didn't have to do that. Yeah, I done broke it. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. Ooh, the table. Okay, is this too low? Probably too low. I need a higher chair. You guys just looking at the top of my face. All right, make sure your thumbs up if you're here, guys. Thumbs up, so we can get this going. And then I'll give a couple more minutes and I'll start opening up my new dehydrator. Yep, dehydrator. I got this as a sponsor, so they sent me a 8-tray stainless steel dehydrator. So it's awesome. I'm going to be reviewing it. I'm going to be making some jerky. Somebody just commented you can make bacon jerky. I'm like, oh, bacon jerky? I don't know. I didn't think of that. So I'm going to be doing bacon jerky, and I think I'm going to do some elk jerky. I also have venison. I could do venison jerky. What other? Is there just regular beef jerky? Is that the normal jerky in the store? Or turkey jerky? I don't know. I've never made it before, so I'm super excited. Oh, Chris gave you her dehydrator. That's awesome. My old dehydrator that I had to pick up like 3 weeks worth of DoorDash to pay for that dehydrator. I saved up, like did extra work to get that dehydrator, and now I get one in a sponsor. So my dehydrator that I saved up for, I'm mailing mine to a friend so she can have one as well, because she also does not have one and wants to get into it. So I was like, you know what, you can have mine. I'm getting the new one. And hopefully this one's better. I assume it is. It's London Sunshine. Have any of you guys heard of that brand? Oh, Dinah, you know I'm sending you some jerky. Absolutely. I could probably just vacuum seal it and mail it, right? Yeah, I think that'll be fine. All right, I guess we can try opening it. Let me see if I can. Hopefully the phone doesn't fall. I just said hopefully the phone doesn't fall as it falls. Right? I'm so excited I broke it. You know what? Let me see. Hey, there we go. Who needs a fancy tripod when you got an empty box on the desk, right? Okay. There we go. That look good, guys? Can you see that? Oh, good morning, Tamara. How are you? Okay. Got my skizzers. Hopefully I don't UPS guy had to walk this all the way down our long driveway because we still have a very icy driveway. Yeah, what we watch. Ooh. This chair rolls so much. I wish I could lock it. Oh, it's taped. Ah, don't just rip stuff. Okay. Be like a man and just rip it open, right? Ooh. Alright, I'm gonna have to stand up for this. Ugh. Oh, here's some liners. You can also do like fruit leathers. Have you guys done those? I have not done any of those before. When they like fruit roll-ups and stuff. I do have some applesauce left, like some blueberry applesauce. What do we have here? Sherry, we have a new dehydrator. I'm doing a sponsor video on this, a review video, I guess. More of a review than a sponsor. I think sponsors pay reviews, just send free products. I'm not too sure. I mean, either way, I'm not complaining, right? I'm just saying. There's a difference, I think, between a sponsor and a... Ugh. Okay. Wow. Okay, let's flip it back over. Oh, there's the cord. Here's some hot pad. This is spell. Tray. Oh boy, what was that? Oh, more trays. Maybe I was the right way. No, that's Peter on the bottom. Oh, is that the protective? Oh, it's just a protective seal. I was like, it's already ripped. Man, what do you guys think? It's not very big, like it's a pretty good size, like pretty small. Tomato and other powders. Yeah, you're drinking strawberry lemonade, that's good too. I got nails. Okay. Man, looks pretty nice. What do you guys think? So I can still take suggestions for what I'm going to make from it or make with it. Definitely jerky's on my list. It would be fun to do some fruit rolls or something too. Who else just likes peeling the safety, what is this? It's not the paper you peel off. Oh, it's so satisfying. Oh yeah. Banana chips. I did banana chips with that banana video though. I need something new to feature. I mean, it doesn't gotta be perfect. OCD's kicking in, like, must get every little piece off. Since we are semi-off-grid farm, we use our dehydrator hook to small solar panels, and it works. It's great. Hopefully we're gonna end up being off-grid and, like, solar panels. Like, that's ultimately our goal. But I am having a freeze dryer and stuff, which takes up energy, so I got to make sure that, you know, we still can be set up so we can process foods, you know, and use high energy products when I can, you know. Good morning, Sophia. Good morning, Sonia. Have a great Sunday. Thank you. You dehydrate pineapple. I bet that would be good. I love pineapple. Oh, okay, there, man. Look, they got little on the side here. Each little one of these is a little piece of plastic. That's just, you know what? This might be a good job for the children. Oh, children, come take all this off. We'll have fun. Okay. And then what are these? Used to do green beans, good snack. Oh, dehydrated green beans. Dehydrated strawberries, that would be good. It'd be good for like in the summer when we have our farmer's market and we have all that fresh produce. What are these? Are these for the trays here? Down there. I don't want much. Onions, herbs, fruits, jerky, seasoned crunchy green beans. Okay, so how do you season the vegetables before you dehydrate them? Do you coat them in like water and then just put the seasoning on there, or what? Tell me. Because I know you can do like kale chips and stuff too, right? All right, so here's all of our little racks here. This looks a lot like the one I have. Oh, I put that in down. The current one I have is a magic mill. I keep always wanting to call it Magic Mike because when I say the word magic and an M letter afterwards, I'm thinking Magic Mike. Even though I've never seen that, but I should. I mean, Channing Tatum, you alright? Right? Okay. Now with the jerky too, ladies who have done jerky before, or guys, do you have to, like, okay, to slice it, like what is the best thickness? And I presume it would be better to slice it slightly frozen. I do have a meat slicer, so I can use that to get even slices. There's paint on the cord. That's it. I want a refund on my free item. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Ah. This is so great. Like, this is probably one of the best, well, second best perks of YouTube is being able to try free products. Like, I was not something I was anticipating. Like, I've seen other people do, like, sponsors and stuff. But I have not reached out to anybody and asked if I could be a sponsor. Like, these are all people who have found me and have reached out to me. Make sure you thumbs up if you're just getting here, guys. And I'm just blown away by it. Like, I don't know. Just surprised, I guess. Just shocked at that this is a thing. This is a job people do, you know. And it feels good, I guess, to be able to get some nice things and, you know, that we normally would not be able to afford. So this is awesome. This is definitely a nice perk. The best perk about YouTube is you guys and just the community that I have built / founded by being with you guys. Like, I really love it. So bacon jerky, okay. So that too, if it's already pre-sliced, you just use sliced jerky or sliced bacon. You can dehydrate milk and make shelf-stable powdered milk. Oh, that's good. That would be a little better than my cans of milk. I have quarts and quarts of canned milk on my shelf. But I also have a lot of powdered milk too I need to use. The first best thing. Yeah, you guys are the first best thing. I love it. It's so funny. My husband had to convince me to do YouTube. You know, and then I talked to Becky a little bit about it. It was when she first was quitting her job as a dental hygienist and decided to do YouTube full time. I was like, man, she's quitting her job to do this full time. She's so successful, you know? So I was like, can I do that too? And I was talking to her and she actually wrote me back and back when she wasn't quite so busy, she wrote me back and was encouraging me to do it. And she commented on one of my first videos. So I know that she was supporting and watching me. So that was nice. So I know Becky doesn't watch my stuff. I assume she doesn't. But if she does, Becky, you are awesome. And congratulations on your baby. I'm so excited for you. The other day I took the kids to swim class and there was a mom there. She had 5 kids. Excuse me. She had 5 kids. The 7-year-old and the 6-year-old were in the swim class with my 3. I got a 6 and 2 5s. year olds. And then she had 3 kids that were watching from the sideline, a 3-year-old and then 6-month-old twins that she's juggling, also trying to watch her kids in the water and hold 2 6-month-old twins. Like, I was, watching my kids a little bit, but I'm more of a, they're fine. There's people around them, And so she was, like, buzzing around, and she was just struggling. And I'm just like, do you need me to hold a baby? She's like, yes, just pick one. So I got to hold a 6-month-old baby for 45 minutes. Oh, it was awesome. They're so cute. They're good babies, too. So I was like, man, I've been in that situation where I'm a mom by myself with all my kids running to a place, and I'm juggling twin babies, and sometimes you just need someone to help you out. And I got my baby fixed, right? Good morning, Deborah. How are you? You're from South Carolina. Nice. I've actually never been to the Carolinas. I need to. All right, so what are these guys? Like these little plastic liners here. I could read my instructions. Are these just like for this? I mean, it looks like they fit. Would this be for like sticky stuff versus more of this mat? Huh. Talk to me, talk to me. Ah! All right, let's see. That's what causes baby fever. It really does, But it was so nice. The baby even fell asleep on me. I get her phone. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're so cute. And then he got heavy. Like you see, I think she said it was 17 pounds. It's been a minute. Like my arms are not used to holding babies for a long time anymore. But it was nice to be like, all right, here's your baby back. And then she took her 5 kids out to the van. I'm like, man, I told her she was a brave woman for being by herself, bringing 5 kids, 7 and under, including twins, 6-month-old twins, to a swim class. Like, it's part of my homeschooling group I'm in. So, and I made a new friend. We swapped numbers and everything. So, I look forward to seeing her next week and talking to her some more. Maybe I'll get to hold my baby again, Well, her baby, not my baby, but... Where did you move to from Montana from? Yes, Missouri. We have been thinking about moving. Where are you at right now, Destiny? The liners are for fruit leathers. Oh, okay, the clear stuff's for fruit leathers. So you fell asleep on YouTube, woke up and you were on. Hey, isn't that nice? A nice little surprise of me being here. I like doing lives in the morning, Especially, I was telling them other ones, it took me an hour and a half to answer all my comments. But I did still have some from the food bank haul video, and then I had all from my Goodwill haul. I'm glad you guys liked that. I've never done a, ouch, I just pinched myself. Yeah. I've never done a shop with me before where I brought the camera in. I mean, I know those are super popular and people love that, and I think it's fun to see what other people have in their Goodwills, You're in Montgomery City, Missouri. Yeah, well, what we decided to move is, I don't know, my husband had his own business, opened his own mechanic shop. I was working at Applebee's to try to train to become the kitchen manager. The kitchen manager was going to get moved up front because we had another manager retiring. So I was doing that, but honestly, I didn't really want to be a manager at a restaurant because it's a tough job. They are always push to do more and more and more. Like, oh, you met labor this hour? Great. Are you going to meet it for next hour? Next time it needs to be less than that. You could always be doing better mentality. And then if someone doesn't show up, it's your responsibility to get it covered. Dealing with people was one of the worst too, because I assume everybody has a good work ethic like I do, and that's just not the case. And it's very frustrating working with people who just want to make your job harder or are lazy and just don't want to do their share, try and get by with the least amount of work as possible. And that's very hard. And that was my biggest struggle as becoming a manager, was learning how to manage people. Because it's just like, why don't you just do your job? It's just, But, oh, you're a restaurant manager for 15 years, you see? So you know what I'm talking about, Deborah. It's a lot of work. And I saw that working in restaurants just as a line cook. I saw the amount of work that it took. And I'm just like, man, I don't want that for myself, and for my family. My ultimate goal has always been just to be a mom. And I wanted the ability to stay home and be with them because my mom was a restaurant manager. She was a fast food or not a general manager, a store manager. She was the fast food store manager for Jack in the Box, and she was gone all the time. And she'd come home and she would be exhausted. And like the only way that she would let me talk to her is if I rubbed her feet while she was laying in bed, and she always fell asleep while I was talking. But I just kept talking like she was awake because I knew she was tired and I needed to talk. So I'm like, I'll just keep talking, Mom. But yes, so I do know how hard it was, but we were doing that just so we could make money because my husband's shop was not making money because, you don't really start making money with your own business for the first couple of years. And we just didn't have the money to put into it to make that money. And so he just applied for jobs here. We were talking about Montana because it was just so beautiful. We were looking at Montana, Idaho, Wyoming area. We kind of looked at each state and figured out which one we feel would be the best for us. And then he wanted to move when I first had my daughter, but I first had my daughter and I wasn't pregnant with the boys yet, but I had her and he was talking about moving to Montana and I just wasn't ready yet. I was like, I wasn't ready to leave my mom. I was a first time mom. I had no experience with babies or kids prior to becoming a mom. So I was just very apprehensive. Like the first night I brought my daughter home, I didn't even want to be I didn't want to be alone with her for the first couple of days because I felt like I was going to mess it up or I was going to hurt her or I was going to do something wrong, especially with trying to nurse for the first time. So my mom came and spent some time with me then, and then husband was with me for a little bit, but he only had 3 days off work, or he had 4 days off work when I had the twins, and then he went straight back to work. So I didn't have much time. I was on my own doing it because he worked 10-hour days, and then he had to commute, so he was gone for 12 hours when my babies were first born. But anyway, so that was just a lot of work, and so we bought a house instead, and that's when he opened his business, and I started working at Applebee's, trying to become the kitchen manager, and then it was probably like 3 years we did that. And then he was just revisited the idea of moving to Montana. He actually went and applied. He redid his resume and applied a bunch of places on Indeed for the Montana area, and we were deciding on Kalispell and Missoula are the two cities that he applied to, and he got offers instantly. Like people were actually fighting over him because there's not many techs here in Montana, so they're really fighting for the industry, the trade industry, so he was in high demand and he instantly was getting fought over, and he was like, wow, like he usually had to fight to get a job and now he's got jobs fighting over him. It was just a great feeling for him, and we found the right boss and he wanted him good, so he wanted him really good, so he paid for our whole move here. He paid for the hotels, he paid for the gas, paid for the truck. We had to stay in a hotel for 3 weeks. He covered that. Like he wanted Trey here. Trey's my husband. So he wanted him here. And he talked to me about it and he's like, look, I got a job offer. It was way more money than we were used to. Granted, we considered the higher cost of living here, but it was way worse than we thought. So that cost of living here is really high. But so he got a really good job and then transferred here. There was an Applebee's here that I transferred to, and I started working on the weekends, and that's it. We didn't know a single soul. We've never been here before. We sold our house, sold our truck, packed up everything, and headed to Montana. And it is by far the best decision we have ever made. We are so happy here. Okay, I'll go back and read some more questions. That was a long one. One and done here. My 5-year-old is nonverbal and autistic, keeps me on my toes. I'm sure it does. I believe we wanted like 6 when we first talked, which us having another baby is not off the table, but right now just doesn't seem like the right time. But so we're still, it's not off the table yet, but we're just not right now. Especially now I got some older kids, they would be a little more helpful, but you'd have to go right back into the baby phase and to make everything baby proof. That's a whole another ball game, having a baby versus having the older kids. Love the Goodwill hauls. Oh, good. I'm glad you liked those. Oh, this one worked 85 hours a week as a restaurant manager. Yeah, so that's so funny. I have a bunch of ex-restaurant managers in here. So you ladies know the work, especially as women. Like, we are expected to do more. We are expected to, it's just that stigma that's around working women that you have to work harder than a man when you still get paid less. Like, that needs to change for sure. The last restaurant I worked at, my manager had a nervous breakdown in the middle of a shift, had to take by ambulance to the hospital. See, it is so much stress. Oh my gosh, like it really is. And they just put more and more on it. Like, I'm so glad I'm out of the restaurant industry. I know I could go back and I would, I'm good at it. I'm a good line cook, but just the stress of all of that. And it's not even for you. Like, this isn't even your restaurant, your life. It is a job, and they wear you out and just beat you down. It seems like it's very hard to find a good manager and in a restaurant, I feel like. And managers make or break your restaurant and your employees. Like, if you have a bad manager, then you'll have bad employees, because bad management is just everything, or good management. Good morning from Washington. Good morning. Yep, I'm inside sales, so you get brain tired. Yeah, oh my gosh. Montana sounds like a beautiful place. I'm glad you like it. I really do. I love it, Destiny. It is gorgeous, and it seems like every day is different. The sky looks different every day. The mountain range that I record for you guys and show you looks different every day based on the sun, on the weather, on the snow versus grass. Like in the spring, everything's so green before it gets super dry. And then we have fires during the summer. We can have forest fires. So we really count on lots of snowfall in the winter to help moisten the ground for as long as possible to prevent as many fires. Had my one and only at 42. Awesome, Deborah. There's nothing wrong with being an older mom. I think that's actually wiser to be an older mom, obviously unless you have like health issues or something. But I've heard of McDonald's managers having heart attacks. Yes. Like, isn't that awful? And then like customers really treat the food industry workers like crap. Like most places. To me, I have also seen that Montana is a lot nicer with people. Like, the people are nicer, they're more considerate, the driving, like we still get a few of those, but the driving's better. Like when I went to go visit my mom last year in Missouri, after living here for 2 years, I went to visit her, and the driving was fine until I got to Missouri, and then everybody's cutting me off. I had to brake so many times. I'm like, holy cow. Of course, everything's fine and considerate till you get to Missouri. I don't know what it is. Like, you think that, Southern hospitality and stuff, but I just felt really like an outcast in Missouri, and people were like, oh, you're not from around here, are you? Like, if you moved to a small town, they're like, well, you didn't grow up here, and you were like an outcast, and I don't know. And then getting here, some people are like, Montana's full, go back to where you came from, but not many. Many are just like, oh, welcome, and I love that about here. And I've had so many strangers help me when they didn't have to. And it makes me want to be a better person. It makes me want to go help other people if I can, because so many random people have helped me. And I was like, wow, that was unexpected. Thank you. I wasn't used to that. I'm at the age where, as much as my ovaries may ping, I quite happily enjoy and being your grandbabies and being able to get back to them. Yes, that's definitely it. They start crying. Oh, there you go. Oh, this one just pooped. There you go. They say being a grandma and a grandparent is one of the best gigs you can have. Hey John, how are you this morning? When does it warm up? It'll start warming up here end of April, May, but there's been times where we've gotten snow in June, and then we get it as early as the beginning of October. So that's why we're wanting to get a greenhouse, because just the growth season here is just so short. So we really need to get a head start in, like, especially the peppers. Peppers take forever to get really big, I believe. And then the tomatoes, you have to start early. I also want to grow some more flowers this year. I don't really grow flowers, so I want to plant some nice flower beds. We have tons of bees here and yellow jackets, but lots of bees in the springtime and stuff. Like, so we got to make sure we wear shoes, or if you're walking in the grass, I always look down to watch for bees, because I hate wearing shoes outside. I love the feel of dirt and grass and even the snow. I'll go walk out barefoot in the snow and the ice if I gotta run to the car or something. Like, I don't know, I just like being barefoot and the feeling of the ground and the earth and the chicken poop you step in, the squiggle between your toes. It just feels so refreshing, right? She kept me younger until she hit her teens. Yeah, and then you get all this stress, right? And then you get really old when they become teens. Missouri peeps aren't nice, right, Destiny? Like, very few do you find a really good, nice, down home to earth person in Missouri. I mean, that's a little harsh, but because there are nice people everywhere and there are mean people everywhere, you know, it just seemed like overall I just got I get treated a lot nicer here just by strangers, you know. You're going to the hospital, John? What happened? Oh, you have a diabetic ulcer on my left pinky toe. Oh man, John. Yeah, diabetes is brutal. Yeah, definitely go to the hospital, get that checked out. Um, I started being a mom on my 17th birthday, finished last one at 42. How many do you have total, Sherry? It's an early chat. It's 5:30 a.m. here. Yes, it is 4:30 here. So it is. And I've been up. I got up at 2, but I went to bed at 7. So I usually do that. I go to bed. I go to bed before the kids do. Husband's in charge of the nighttime routine. I just feed them, feed everybody, and then I'm like, I'm going to bed. And then I get up at 2, but in the morning, that's when I have my time to do my channel stuff. I can edit a video, I can film a quick intro or outro if I need to. Sometimes I'm cooking at 2 o'clock in the morning because I need to make pepper jelly or something. So that's when I have my quiet zen time is in the morning, and I'm a morning person, so like pretty much as soon as I wake up, I'm awake. Make sure you thumbs up this video if you're in here, guys. And I haven't seen a single coffee emoji. I thought you were my friends. Okay. Problem is it doesn't even hurt. You know, John, my mom, she ended up having to get her big toe cut off because of diabetes, and she said she lost like all feeling in her feet. She didn't like she just noticed that it was red and like infected, but she didn't feel it at all. So I don't maybe that's a diabetes thing. But I remember that for a long time she didn't have feeling in her feet. Just one of them mostly. It was one that she didn't have feeling in, and that was when I was in high school, and she just had to get her toe amputated last year. So she's been dealing with it for a while. 3 sons. Okay. Wow. I loved your Goodwill video. Oh, thank you, John. I'm glad you guys liked it. It might have been a little fast. That was my first time ever filming, and I was kind of like keeping my camera super close because I didn't want to make it too obvious. I mean, some people like saw me, but I don't know. I wasn't talking during it. I was just kind of filming. That's why I did the voice over view because I didn't really want to try and talk to myself in the store, you know, especially it was really busy. It was a Friday afternoon, so pretty busy. So good. I'm glad you like it. If I go there again, then I will do that again. There's a restaurant supply store that I'm thinking of going to today just to kind of look and see what they have. I got some leftover money from my Goodwill haul. So, and I was going to bring my camera and show you guys kind of what a restaurant supply store looks like. If you haven't seen one, I think that would be a fun one as well. Coffee sounds good. It sure does. Your son's ages are 44, 42, and 18. Wow. So that last one, was he a surprise? Oh, you sent a coffee emoji way back. All right. Thanks, Ruby. You're my friend. Love the Goodwill haul. Good. Good morning, Chris. Good morning. After watching, I've been going to the mobile food bank. It's helping me as a single mom to try and pay down debt. Cooking is my stress relief. Yes. Thank you. I'm glad you're going. Like some people are like, oh, they feel like they don't need to go or they shouldn't go because they're taken from others. But really, there's like, did you get a good amount of food? There's so much food that gets donated, you know, especially now with inflation prices. People would think that the food banks are actually running out. But in my experience, they're actually getting more food because people can't afford to buy those prices at the store. So the food goes bad and then it ends up at the food bank and then go get that food for free at the food bank. You just have to wait a couple of days for the store to donate it, you know. That's what I do anyway. And then any food that's not there that I do need, then I will go buy, you know. But see what's there that you can get for free first. Then go supplement and fill in the gaps of what you need. You know, but lots of times I'll just get what I get from there and then I'll menu plan kind of around that and then pick what I have in my pantry. So there's sometimes I don't even go to the store for a while unless we need like like household items, you know. And that's why I go to Costco to get those household items to stock up on those because Costco's cheaper when you buy in bulk. I love the restaurant supply stores. Please bring grandma. Okay, I will do that then. I'll try and see that. I have a housekeeping gig I got to do today. I have to get with husband and see if he has any plans afterwards. But if not, then I'll take a little bit extra time where I'm not stressed for time at the Goodwill, because I would have liked to look through some clothes and stuff, and then maybe some more. I don't know. I didn't get to look through too much because I was on a time limit, but still did good. And that coffee pot works great. Yay! I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so if I have time, then I'll do the restaurant supply store. It's really nice. And then we can see how much it costs for peppered bacon. Maybe they'll have a case of peppered bacon and we can see how much money I saved. Let's see. Just started watching your channel. Thank you, Pamela. Welcome. I'm glad you found me. Oh, $6.45 here. Eggs are $6 a dozen. Yes, John, they are crazy. I am so happy I have chickens. Right now, I have 20 eggs. I've been getting, man, I don't know. I have to count my flock, how many girls I have. But I have over 12 chickens, at least the girls, that are laying. And then I have some younger ones that are going to be, probably by spring, they'll start laying. Like my olive acres will all get that dark green shell. Oh, I'm so excited. And I got a straight run on those. So a straight run means you don't know if you're getting a rooster or a hen. It's just you buying at this price, and it's usually cheaper than if you buy just pullets, which are the hens, which you know you're getting a female and you're going to get eggs from. So you get a straight run, and I actually just bought the eggs from a lady. So I hatched them in our incubator, and we have one ended up being a rooster, and we have 3 hens. So I'm like, perfect. So now we can breed olive acres. Like the rest of them are just kind of a barnyard mix, so we'll have some of those as well that will hatch and either sell cheaper or keep for ourselves, and then we can actually breed and raise olive acres, which I had to drive 2 hours to get these eggs because there's not one local that sells them. So that's a good opportunity for me as well to get into the selling chicks of a certain breed and stuff like that. Especially Betty Jan loves hatching and chickens. I got her, oh, here, it's on the floor here. Good to know how the kids treat their Christmas presents, but I had gotten this poultry breed book that has all the different, kind of like what I got with Gideon with the amphibian one. Yeah, so it's got all the different breeds. And guys, she spends hours just looking at this. Like if she watches YouTube during her tablet time, she's watching farm YouTube channels that she really wants a peacock, a white peacock. She watches, I don't know what the channel is, but she watches one channel that hatches peacocks, and now she wants one. I'm like, ugh, great. And she's like, Mama, do you know there's emus? I'm like, oh, we're not getting an emu, Betty Jan. She's such a little country girl. I love it though. But yeah, so anyway, so yes, I am very thankful that I have chickens right now, and anytime one gets picked off or something, I'm constantly replacing my flock. And then some people are like, hey, we're trying to get rid of some because they can't afford the chicken feed right now or something. I'll go grab those and get like chickens for free. We gotten 4 free hens from some lady who just wanted to downsize. And I'm like, yeah, I'll take them. And I don't mind going and picking them up and stuff because to me, that's worth it. Okay. Another vote for the restaurant supply store video. Okay. Now it won't be a live video because but it will be, I can do a premiere on it like I did the other ones. You guys liking the premieres where we talk in the chat while we watch the video together? I like doing that. I think it's fun. I love chatting with you guys. And make sure you thumbs up if you're in here. Oh, my coffee's getting colder. I'm still donating my farm eggs to all elderly neighbors. Oh, good. Our church food bank was slim. Yeah, so a lot more people are going to the food banks too, so there may be more food. Oh boy, I got a visitor. Yes. So there may be like more food getting donated, but more people are also getting there, getting some. Wow, California, $30 for 60 eggs. He used to pay 11. Goodness. I just got a score on eggs from 90 cents a dozen from Safeway. They have a free 10-pound bag of potatoes for anyone. Oh. Using 4U, is that an app, like a shopping app? I'm sorry. Oh, I haven't fed her yet. That's the problem. This is Yoda. Anybody who hasn't met my cat yet? Say hi, Yoda. Yeah. Look at all this hair. Long hair cats. Do I need another incubator? Yeah, Dinah, I would take another incubator because we're gonna, ours holds 18, I think, at a time, 18 eggs. You like my food pantry hauls? Thank you, Pam. Pamela, can I call you Pam? Is that okay? Is this okay, angle guys? I know I'm kind of off to the side here. Everyone needs to be stocked up what they can't afford. It's now because it's going to get worse. Eggs are $6.59 here. Oh my gosh. I agree, Ruby. Have you thought about asking your Facebook for their food waste for animal feed as an option at a local food bank? They do have tubs in the back that they have for like people come and they grab the extra produce and feed their goats. So that's definitely an option. Any extra food, like if there's lettuce or corn or something that's going bad there, they'll let me take extra, and I can't save it. They'll give me extra to give to the food or to my chickens. And when I had goats, we would feed it to the goats too. But we had to sell our goats. It was just a lot of work, and I want to get into like the goat milking and making my own cheese and soaps and stuff like that, but I just don't have room for it on my plate right now. You know, that's a later. Oh, your daughter's showing chickens at the fair this year. That's awesome. Betty Jan's totally going to be a chicken shower. Is she in 4-H? That's what I'm thinking about, putting Betty Jan in. I bet some brown sugar pepper bacon jerky would be amazing. That would. So you just melt down the brown sugar, like mix it with some water, make like a syrup on it, and then brush it on top of the bacon. And this is raw bacon going in, right? And then you brush it with seasoning, and then you dehydrate it. That's my first one. This is my first time doing jerky, I should say. We breed quail, turkey, chickens, and now ducks. My daughter's passion. That's awesome. How do you like quail? Like I would want something that we could also harvest as well. And I've noticed some wild quail around here. We also have a wild turkey family that comes and visits. That's fun. So we'll probably do more turkeys too. We have our one turkey cake. She's a pretty good turkey. I love the noise they make. They kind of like they like chirp or something. I can't replicate it, but Yoda, I know I haven't fed you yet. Oh, hair. We live in the mountains. My neighbor has an emu. Yeah, I don't know about the emus. I don't have much experience with them, but Betty Jan sure wants one. Caroline, I'm getting up to make coffee. Yep, your fault. You are welcome, you mean. This is a big cat. She is a huge cat. This is Yoda. She is well fed. Yeah. She is not a Maine Coon cat. She is a calico. Yeah, she's not as big as a Maine Coon. She's just fluffy, you know. Thank you, Dinah. Thank you. Love you so much. I'm from New Zealand. I love watching your food bank hauls. Thank you. Welcome. I'm glad you like them. Do you guys have food banks in New Zealand? I know, like, in Australia, they don't really have them, so I don't know if they would have them in New Zealand. Quail is delicious. Okay. Okay, and you usually just eat it whole, right? Or maybe you can cut it in half and do, like, half the quail. I've only seen them on the fancy, like, Top Chef shows. I've never cooked with quail before. Hi from the UK. Hello. Probably afternoon there, right? Quail with wild blueberry sauce is amazing. Oh, Lady Venom, thank you. Coffee? No coffee for Yoda. She'll pass. She's like, no, I want food. Quail are great, Carolina, but not enough meat for me. Personally, I'm thinking meat rabbits. I was thinking meat rabbits too. I hear they're very easy, and they breed a lot, so it's a good, and you can sell them. You can either sell the rabbits themselves, or you can probably harvest them and sell them because some people will buy chickens off me when I harvest our chickens. At least last year was our first year we did meat chickens, so we did those. But yeah, I think husband wants to do rabbits too, so that might be eventually we do that. Because then you'll have chickens and rabbits for me, and then I don't know if we're going to raise pigs, but I definitely want to start like buying meat and stuff from local farmers and getting stuff butchered and having local meat, especially in Montana. Like, you got to buy local. Like, we have bison. We have a bison farm. Oh, I should get footage of the bison farm. I drive by it every day. Oh, Spook's trying to climb through the window. Oh, Spooks, were you outside? It's cold out there, baby. This one just came through my open window. Gosh. So many many cats. All right, you're in front of my camera now. Get on out of here. Is it cold out there, baby? Some cat just jumped up through a window. Wish I had that ability. Okay. Get this hair off me. Excuse me. All right. Krill are great, but I'm not. Krill's great, but I'm not meat. Okay, I read that one. What is a way to replace eggs in a cake recipe? You can use chia seeds. Like, I think it's a tablespoon of chia seeds to like 3 tablespoons of water. You can use applesauce. I've heard people have done applesauce in replace of eggs, and that's worked really good. Good morning, Spooks. This is our youngest cat. She just hit a year old. You like her butt? She got a pretty butt. So we got her in October, and she's a solid black cat, so we named her Spooks. It worked out. Betty Jen was begging for a kitten, and then my husband's, one of his coworkers, his dog brought a cat home in his mouth, and it was Spooks, and she was like, she had to be 8 weeks old because she went straight to eating food, and she was not in bad condition, so I don't know if he found the litter while the mom was away or what, but it just showed up with a cat in his mouth, and the guy asked all of his neighbors, and they had no idea that no one was missing a kitten. So he told my husband about it, and my husband's a sucker for animals, guys. Like, I never thought I would meet a man who brings animals home more than me, but this man does. So he called me, and he's like, hey, I got something you need to come pick up. Like, he didn't even ask me, and he brought it out, and my daughter is like, oh, baby kitten. And he's like, wife, there's a kitten here, and it has no home, and it needs a home. And I'm like, fine, we'll stop at Walmart and get the stuff for it, you know. Sucker, he starts batting them big brown eyes. Can't say no. Normally a couple quail for each person. Okay, thank you, Aunt Dinah. I cooked venison burgers for the first time last night. Got 3 pounds at the food bank. Well, what'd you think? I actually really enjoy. Do you mind? I actually really enjoy venison. Like, I was a little. What, baby? Ah, what? I didn't do anything to you. I am sitting here talking. What are you mad about? Probably needs food too. Mama, it's 4 a.m. Where's my food? Well, it's 5 a.m. now. Where's my food? Oh, gosh. It bit me. I don't deserve this abuse. Good morning, everybody. Oh, it's 11:55 a.m. here. Okay. 3 tablespoons of mashed banana flax seeds. Okay, thank you for that. I didn't know the exact ratio. The cats are adorable. They are. And then I got one more, a middle cat. She's a black and white one. Her name's Sock. She's our hunter. She does all the mice and poor chickmunk. She finds a chickmunk or birds. She gets birds a lot. And then she'll come and leave them on our front porch for us, you know, and be like, here's some breakfast for you guys, you know. I got my Ember. Yes, you do have Ember. Is she a black cat? I think you've told me before, John. I'm in the UK, and the closest thing we have to applesauce is Bradley applesauce. Oh, Bradley. Is that a brand? Sweet kitty. Oh, I love black cats. Yeah, she's a good cat. She's a good cat. Ugh, splash coffee on me. Good thing that wasn't hot. I've looked up, and I'm on my cat. Let's see. Pretty sure you can mash bananas as an egg replacement as well. Yeah, mashed bananas. Okay. I love my cats. I have 6 rescue cats, and I also have my 5 rescue dogs. Wow, that is a lot of animals. Oh, Mama. Welcome, Mama to all. I didn't see you pop in here. I'm looking up, and I'm going to try yogurt. Let me know how that goes. Are you going to do it in the Instant Pot? I've heard you can do yogurt in the Instant Pot, too. I watched a lot of your videos all night. I have COVID-19. Oh, so sorry. I'm so upset. Just lost my taste and smell. Ah, it's awful. I lost mine too when I had it. And as the cook of the family, that is rough. Like, I made some chili, and can I help you? She's in a mood. You're the one who wanted outside, not me. What are you getting mad at me about? But, yeah, so I, like, made a pot of chili when I was sick, and I had lost my smell and taste. And I'm sitting there like trying to smell it, and I can see the spices in it, and the heat from the steam was burning my nose, but I couldn't smell a single thing. I'm like, oh, I don't like this. Love cats in other people's houses. Yeah, I'm just not in my own, right? My husband brought home a dog 3 years ago. Yeah. What did you pay for your coffee maker? At Goodwill. I paid $6 for it. So that was a good deal, and it works. Hey, hey, what do you want, cat? I don't know, I'm gonna have to put her back outside or something. She's going for, in for the kill. She's gonna be a good hunter too, this one. She follows socks around. What? I don't want to play. I'm working right now. Do you mind? For the bacon jerky, just mix enough water with brown sugar to make a paste. Oh, a paste. Okay. Bacon piece mixed with bacon pieces and dehydrate. Be sure to use racks with trays under to catch any bacon grease. Oh, okay. Okay. So like on the dehydrator here, it has this tray underneath. Do I need more than that? And the layers. I also have this plastic thing that I got sent. Oh, those of you who are new, I got sent a dehydrator to review. So that's what we're talking about, is making some different jerkies. And then I have this. So would I need to use one of these while I'm making the jerky? Let me know. And then, yes, and about what thickness do you have the meat? Like obviously some bacon is pre-sliced, so you would just use those. Like for meat, if I'm making like elk or venison jerky, I do have a meat slicer, so I can make it all the same thickness. Thank goodness. Another thing I found used on Marketplace. Yeah, so I'll do that. Just for the bacon jerky, just mix it up. Dehydrate at 200 degrees. Be sure to use the racks and trays. Okay. Our benefit system has food grants, but you have to earn under a certain amount and provide proof of where money went. Jeez. Just making sure you're poor enough to get discarded food, right? Gosh. I got my test back, but it was the grossest feeling eating and brushing my teeth with no taste. Hey, it's a good way to lose some weight, though. Just eat lettuce and, like, carb-free bread. And then, there you go. You won't even notice that you're eating cardboard. You know, not all. I know not all carb-free bread is cardboard, but you know what I'm saying. I have 3 cats and wouldn't trade them for anything. Cats are amazing. Oh, they're super lovely, especially my Yoda. And if I'm sitting down, she's on me, you know, like, I love her so much. They're funny. They're all different characters, too. They all have different personalities, just like dogs. I got my taste back, but it was the grossest feeling eating and brushing my teeth with no taste. Yeah. Oh, my coffee. Where'd it go? Oh, I'm using it to hold my phone. Yeah, go back outside, Spooks. Attack me or a random cat. No reason. Lost my sense of taste with COVID 2 years ago. Never came back. Oh my gosh, I've gone from 338 to 150. I mean, perks, but dang girl, I'm sorry. I couldn't. Mine came back after like 6 weeks. I couldn't imagine not being able to taste food. Oh, I would hate that. That would probably change the way I cook for sure. You know, like I taste everything. Sometimes with the same spoon I'm stirring it with. Ugh. I've actually changed that though. I start using a spoon for that. Well, my friend too has been a year with no taste or smell. Man, you do my jerky in the smoker. I wish I had a smoker. Maybe I can get a sponsor for a smoker someday. That'd be nice. Or a grill. I don't have a grill either. I love my dehydrator. It's not that nice. I'm going to upgrade to one like that. Well, I'll have a link in the description box below of how you can get your own for a discount. Anytime you can use that influencer voice, right? I hope you get it back. Not being able to taste is a crappy life. I can imagine that. Like, so much, just, I don't know, there's so much passion in food and eating it and just tasting something good and be like, oh, this is so good. You know, there's lots of times where I'll try something I made and I'll be like, man, I'm so glad I can cook, you know, because it's a world of difference being able to have good tasting food. It really does, like, get that dopamine going, you know. Hey. Oh, she's drinking milk left over from the kids. That's fine. You can drink that. I hope we get it back. Okay, first workout, warming up on a bike this morning. Good for you. Exercise. If you meet the criteria for benefit food grant, they put money on a card for you and you go to the supermarket. It's quite the process, especially for people who work. That sounds like our WIC problem, or not a WIC problem, our WIC program. They put credits on a card that go towards milk, bread, or you can get whole wheat pasta. You could get whole wheat tortillas. You get a certain dollar amount for fruits and veggies. You can get fresh, canned, or frozen. on the veggies, stuff like that. So that's interesting. So you guys don't even have a place that, like, do you have food waste? Like, I'm sure there's grocery stores that they can't sell expired food, so they just toss it. Because I feel like that's where most of our food bank items come from, are expired food from the grocery store that get donated. And then we also have a homeless center that gets half of the donations, and then we have our food bank that gets half the donations. So I'm pretty sure they separate the items that would be more beneficial to the homeless community, go to that one, and then ones that'll be more beneficial to like families or household communities go towards the food bank. So that's great that they are considering both aspects of who needs help, and what item would be more beneficial to who in the community. It's just a really thoughtful process of the program here, and I am just blown away by it. And there's definitely food banks all over the world that need to look towards mine and be like, if this is what ours can do, what can other places do too, And it's just by working with grocery stores and coming up with a system and having volunteers, but there are people that actually get paid to work at the food bank. So some of the major managers there are paid to work there. So. What brand is the dehydrator? It is a London Sunshine. They contacted me and wanted me to give their dehydrator a try and a review and see how it works. And I'm like, you got it. I can do that. When I talked about my best deal, I got a Goodwill normally priced $30 at the store. I got Goodwill $1 per pack. Nice. Bye, Cheryl. Thanks for stopping by. Since your best friend got you a dehydrator, it's been life-changing learning new stuff. Or it's been, life-changing learning new stuff. Nice. Yeah, I'm excited to try mine out, really. I'm going to have fun this summer. And then I should hopefully be getting my freeze dryer by the beginning of February. So then I'll have that as well. But I definitely want to make jerky and stuff. I do not like the taste of home or of store-bought jerky, but I have not tried homemade jerky, so I'm definitely going to be giving it a try. And it's like the smell of jerky, like you open the bag and you smell it. Ugh, I don't know, it wasn't appealing to me. But homemade's always better, so we'll try that. Our dumpsters are even full, though they say they donated. Despicable, it really is. It's so sad. We can use it to buy anything except alcohol and cigarettes. That's awesome. That sounds a lot like our food stamp program, or food stamps, EBT, where if you don't meet so much, you apply for help, and then you get a certain amount based on how much you make and your bill load and stuff like that to go towards food. When I was in Missouri, I got $600 a month for my family of 5 because I had the 3 babies. And that was a lot. Like $600 to go towards food was a lot. And I wish I was smarter towards that. I wish I would have bought more items that required cooking and less convenience foods. But it was also, I give myself that grace because I was in a different situation where both of us were working full time. We had a babysitter. I was trying to become a kitchen manager. He had his own business to run, which is a lot of work there too. So I wasn't in the kitchen cooking and preserving like I am now that I'm not able to stay home. I don't have really babies. I have older kids that can entertain themselves for a little bit. So the opportunities are different for me now, and it's kind of weird it's funny how life just works out, where now I'm in the situation where I always wanted to be at home with the kids, cooking, and I didn't know I wanted to cook and preserve when I was younger, but I know I wanted to stay home with the kids and have that, Susie homemaker kind of life, and I'm glad I'm doing it, and I really do enjoy it. It took a little bit to learn how to enjoy it because I get that fulfillment from work and, finishing my prep list and having a good shift at work and having your bosses say, hey, you did a great job. That's the fulfillment you get. And when you're home, you don't have a boss telling you you're a good job. You have to find that sense of fulfillment from, man, I just got a load of dishes done. Like that has to be, or man, this homeschooling session just went really great. Everybody did really good, So that's the stuff that you have to, I just noticed the author's Carol. Hey, I knew I liked this book for a reason. So anyway, I've got rambling there, but as I talked about, yes. So staying home has been a great opportunity for me, and to learn how to do food preservation. Okay, let's see what else we got. I'm going to be getting off here pretty soon. I got a video I got to edit, and I got to clean the kitchen a bit, you know. Supermarkets expire, food gets thrown out. They don't really put much on clearance either. That is awful. That tray should be fine as long as you keep an eye on it since the amount of fat varies. I wouldn't use the solid sheets mesh maybe if they were easily released. The dried sugar may be hard to get out. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate those tips. Same as the one on Bev at our half acre homestead was said. Okay. Does she like hers? Do you know? They must have contacted her. Like, I'm not reaching out to any sponsors. They're all contacting me through my email. And there's ones that I turned down. But not bragging or anything. I have 7 sponsors lined up for things I need to do. Like, I have one right now that I need to film. And then I have this one. This one will be more, like, they have dedicated ones where they send you one and you make a whole video about it. Especially if it's a high-ticket item like this. Or like my dry, wet vacuum that I got. That thing's awesome. But that's one where they wanted a full dedicated video because that was a high-priced item. That was originally $500, you know. But with the coupons and stuff, it ends up being $350. But still, that's a high-ticket item to spend. Like, that costs more than this dehydrator. You know, a mop vacuum costs more. So, but it is nice, you know, being able to have sponsors reach out to you so you can pick and choose what you want to do. And then I try and pick stuff that is of good value that I think that you guys would use as well or that you would enjoy. And I always try and make sure I can get a discount for you guys, you know, which lots of them offer that already. They know the deal, offer you the free item, you do a video, and then they give you a code for your subscribers, you know, and then they track how many sales or how many clicks you get to decide whether they want you to be a sponsor again. Like my Skillshare, I don't think I did too good on those because they do not want me to, they don't have an opening for my channel at the moment, which is okay, you know, but so some of them, you know, you still got to I'm still getting the hang of them too and what works and stuff. Okay, let me go back to reading some. I've been watching Dumpster Divers on here and I'm appalled at the food that stores throw away. Yeah, I don't have a car, so it's very hard for me to get to the food banks in my area, but by the time I get there, there's barely anything left. Oh, I'm sorry, Kathy. You should look up recipes for deer jerky. My kids absolutely love it. All right, I will do that. Yeah, I have deer, elk, and then bacon in my freezer right now, so I could possibly do a combination of all 3. Would all those get cooked at the same time if I cut them the same thickness? I can do 3 different types of meat at the same run, right? Does that make sense? That was my last sip. That new coffee pot works great too, so I got a whole pot waiting for me. Yay. That's so great. I was like, 'cause sometimes I got like a really good box fan from Goodwill for $10 and it didn't work when I got home. I'm like, man, really wanted one of those. I gotta sleep with a fan on at night. Oh, good morning, Frugal Life. How are you? Oh, if we meet criteria, they give you roughly 400 every 6 months. Wow, that is not that much at all. Gosh, I'm sorry. Florida just stopped taxes on diapers. Oh, well, that's good at least. Hi, Mama. This is my first live new sub. Been watching your videos. Well, welcome, Bridget. Thank you for being here and for subscribing. Welcome to the family. Bye, Chris. You have a great day as well. Bye, Destiny. Everybody's leaving me anyway. If you just got here, make sure you thumbs this up for me. There's a thing about dumpster diving is there's no law against it here, but they will still lock you up for it. They said it belongs to the store. No, it doesn't. It's called, yeah, it's trespassing. Like you're trespassing on the property to go through the dumpster. But isn't that ridiculous? Like they're throwing people in jail for trying to get food that other people are throwing away. Like, don't you have better things to be worrying about than people trying to get free food that's discarded and no one wants? Like, what is wrong with people, you know? All right, you guys have a good day. Get yourself a refill. Well, I'm actually going to get off here, guys. I got some work to do and stuff, but I enjoyed this chit chat. Thank you for all the advice on my dehydrator. I don't know. I'll probably be doing that this week sometime, and I'll get that video up on how to make homemade jerky at home. Yeah, not much at all. When New York grocery costs $300 a week. Yeah, and that's not for anything fancy. You're right. That's like getting boxed mac and cheese and hot dogs. And, you know, it's like, who can live off of that, you know? Mama Baird, how did your coffee pot work from Goodwill? Fantastic. I did have to clean it up a bit, but that's to be expected. Like, they don't clean anything there, so it had coffee grounds and stuff in the filter thing, but it works great. I really love it. So I ran a vinegar cycle through it to kind of clean it out. And then while it was still hot, I just had a paper towel and ran it through the filter part and got all the crusted coffee off there. Works great. So, I'm in New Jersey unless it has a sign that says no trespassing. They can't do anything. Well, that's good at least, you know, because it's like, come on, guys. Like, that's really what people are worried about. Other people taking stuff out of the trash. I don't know. I don't see the big deal, but maybe that's just me. John, we love you too. Oh, Spooks is back. Better hurry up before she attacks me. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys, and checking out my new dehydrator and giving me all the pointers. Thumbs up before you go. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time on Mama Bairds.